Are you ready, kids? Are you ready to hear me talk about SpongeBob SquarePants again? Oh, so I just watched the 20th anniversary special of SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob Big Birthday Blowout. So before we talk about the episode itself, let me talk about something that happened last year. I actually met the voice of Squidward, Roger Bumpus. He was a fun guy. Anyway, at his panel that was all about Squidward at this one convention I went to, he actually teased that the next SpongeBob movie would have a scene where all of the voice actors at the show got to play their characters in live action. And when he said that, I thought he was referring to the next theatrical movie, but instead it turned out that he was talking about this episode, the 20th anniversary episode. So I guess I'll talk about that scene first whenever SpongeBob and Patrick meet SpongeBob and Patrick in real life. It was okay. Not it. It was like just one scene in the whole special, just one really short 6 minute long scene basically. It's just this like, SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, and all the characters just going through a regular SpongeBob scenario in live action. Plankton even shows up. Unfortunately, they couldn't get Mr. Lawrence to shrink down to the size of Plankton, so he was just normal human size. It was kind of cool seeing all of the voice actors just show up all together in one place in the SpongeBob episode. It was neat. Anyway, so this episode really sucked. I hated it. Alright, so the story of this episode is that it's SpongeBob's birthday, and everybody in Bikini Bottom, for some reason, wants to celebrate SpongeBob's surprise party. And so Patrick is forced to take SpongeBob on a tour above the surface on this tank bus. And while everybody else in Bikini Bottom is setting up SpongeBob's surprise party inside of his pineapple. And this review, by the way, is going to get into spoilers. I'm going to talk about the ending. Alright, so the whole special is set on this tour throughout the surface. They go through a beach, and then they go through an office building, and then they visit the crusty slab, and then they just go back to Bikini Bottom after that. And then when they get to Bikini Bottom, then SpongeBob's house is destroyed because SpongeBob's house gets destroyed in every episode. And then the worst thing this episode could have possibly done happens. Alright, so throughout this whole episode, Patchy the Pirate is there and he wants to give SpongeBob his birthday gift. And unfortunately, he succeeds, which ruins the entire joke of his character. The whole joke about Patchy the Pirate is that he is the ultimate SpongeBob fan. But every time he shows up, he fails to meet his idol, SpongeBob. He always fails. This time he succeeds, which ruins the entire joke of his character. He meets SpongeBob in this episode. It's one of the rules of the show. Patchy the Pirate is never supposed to meet SpongeBob SquarePants. And he met him. And it's dumb. So yeah, this whole special just feels somehow lazier than Truth or Square. Honestly, I honestly do like both Truth or Square and Atlantis SquarePants more than this. And I know it's partially because of nostalgia, of course. I was a kid when both of those specials premiered. I was only 9 years old when Truth or Square came out. So, it is nostalgia, honestly. But I still think that even as a kid, if I saw this special, I probably would have still preferred Trooper Square and Atlantis SquarePants more than this. Because at least it feels like there's a narrative in those episodes. And this episode, it just kind of feels like a random SpongeBob episode. It really doesn't even feel like a special. It's just as simply SpongeBob and Patrick go to a beach and then a business place and then a parody of the Krusty Krab. I forgot to mention this. And they eventually found an aquarium and they get trapped inside thanks to Patrick's quick thinking of pushing something somewhere else that got free. And they took all the fish in the aquarium with them, but all the fish in the aquarium are not cartoon characters. No, no. They're real fish. Photorealistic CGI fish. And they took all of them with them back to Bikini Bottom. Why were they not just cartoon characters? SpongeBob's never been really consistent with that, but it just kind of feels weird to me that, like, what's the joke? Why are they real fish? Why are they not cartoon fish? I don't know. I don't get the joke. And yeah, all of the live action scenes in this episode are just trash. Like, at one point, they meet this one guy in a dancing bean costume, and he throws beans at people. That scene was just incredibly pointless. It added nothing to the episode. It was just, what? Why? Why is this here? And then there's also this recurring gag of like a dog hanging out with the fish and all SpongeBob, Patrick, and the tourist inside the tank. They have this recurring gag of this dog showing up and the dog scaring them. And then later in the episode, the dog kind of turns into a person inside of a dog costume. I don't get that. This episode, it was not good. It was not good. The scenes in Bikini Bottom, kind of cool because they had so many characters we haven't seen in a long time. Midney was actually there. That was cool seeing her again. Zeus the Guitar Lord was there. And then Bubble Bass, he was trying to set up some Merman and Barnacle Boy decorations inside of SpongeBob's house, and he actually put a picture of the Chi from Merman and Barnacle Boy 5 there. That was a cool reference. But yeah, as for the scenes, my complaint about the scenes is that, well, once again, they destroy SpongeBob's house, which is a gag we've seen in every episode of the show. Nothing new there. But also, for whatever reason, everybody who hates SpongeBob is also helping setting up his surprise birthday party. Plankton's there, Squidward's there because he has to be, Bubble Bass is there, the Tattletale Strangler is there, and why are SpongeBob's enemies there? Like, yeah, sure, they don't have like Man Ray, the Dirty Bubble, or the Flying Dutchman there, but like, people who hate SpongeBob are going to SpongeBob's surprise birthday party, and I don't know why. Why? The Tattletale Strangler? Why was he there? Why was Bubble Bass there? Plankton was there because he has to be, but they just don't give a reason for any of them. It was so strange. I don't get it. On the surface, they also brought back the French narrator who became an actual character in the previous episode. It was cool seeing him again, and also David Hasselhoff was there too. I like that. But yeah, the surface scenes were trash, and the underwater scenes were just kind of bland. And overall, the special, it's just the worst SpongeBob TV movie, honestly. Because at least with Truth or Square, I felt like they actually put some creativity into it, like the scene it transitioned into a Mickey Mouse style. And that was a cool scene in Truth or Square. I didn't really like it that much as a kid, but looking back, it's kind of cool that they actually experimented and stuff with the animation that episode. And yeah, that episode also had a couple of other scenes of cool animation. This episode just bare bones animation quality. There's nothing stylistic or anything here. And I would have said, like, halfway through the episode, I would have said that at least they did a good job of animating the water inside of the tank bus. But then I noticed later in some of the faraway shots, all of the characters inside the tank were CGI, and that looked really bizarre. Overall, SpongeBob's 20th anniversary episode is just a massive disappointment. Nickelodeon, I understand that SpongeBob is a kids show. It's not really meant for adults like me to watch it. But at the same time, SpongeBob is the show that now with this special has aired for 20 years. And I know, Nickelodeon, that you know that many adults still like SpongeBob. We always meme about SpongeBob on the internet. Now it's like SpongeBob has been airing for 20 years. Kids that were 6 years old when SpongeBob premiered are now 26 years old. It feels like you guys just don't really care about that audience whatsoever. That potential audience that I'm sure right now as we speak is complaining about this special on Twitter. I'm sure. It's like, Nickelodeon, why don't you care about this audience that you have of older SpongeBob fans? I know that, like, obviously SpongeBob would never get a PG-13 movie or anything like that, but it's like, this is just very lazy, bare bones children's TV programming. I would have expected something with a little bit more effort for one of the most beloved TV shows of all time. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the 20th anniversary special. It was just bland, boring. All right, guys. See you guys for the review of the 30th anniversary special 10 years from now. Bye, guys.